The 169 million rand refurbishment process on the M1 double-decker bridge has been deemed useless and a waste of state resources by the Gauteng Roads and Transport Committee following complaints they received of flooding on the lower deck. We spoke to committee chairperson Dumisani Dakile.
We appreciated that particular effort of the city to be able to engage and improve that particular bridge. But we're shocked last time when there were floods. And we saw that what was there before the investment is still remain unresolved with so much money that has been invested. And hence we have expressed a concern.
The Johannesburg Roads Agency, which oversaw the rehabilitation process, was unable to speak to us, citing unavailability. We did, however, get in touch with an industry expert who spoke to us about the need for adequate monitoring systems. Was this negligence in the part of the JRA?
There are merits in doing routine maintenance, especially when we start talking about going through winter months and here's an opportunity to clean out the drainage systems because there's no rain. And so that's the most opportune time to do that kind of monitoring. But the structural monitoring indeed should be an ongoing activity, especially following the large investments or reinvestment that we have made in the motorway. We are in 2020, and it would almost be short-sighted not to use modern technology to do that kind of monitoring.
So how does the Roads and Transport Committee plan to fix this problem?
We want to meet with the portfolio committee in Johannesburg section 79 committee, also including the road agency and the city at large, for us to be able to appreciate the importance firstly of that particular bridge, and secondly for us to be able to understand where are the problems and how we can be able to resolve that particular problem. We'll then be able from there, having interrogated the problem that they will have presented to us and the reason why we're finding ourselves in this situation, to be able therefore to make a determination. The conclusion can be the fact that we are satisfied with what has been done and what they are going to do, or we may not be satisfied with the response and the reasons why we find ourselves in this situation. And thirdly, we may therefore probably even call for an inquiry, which will then be able to go deeper into trying to appreciate and understand the nature of the problem.
The project scope for the rehabilitation process included the reinstatement and upgrading of the existing stormwater drainage system, a problem that was attempted to be fixed back in 2016 when a whopping 82 million rand was spent at the time.
The worst enemy of the well-being of a road is water. So if you don't manage your stormwater, then your roads start deteriorating faster than what they need to. You're going to have more frequent potholes, and your road will just not last as long as what it needs to, because the underlying surface is now being affected because it may be inundated with water from stormwater, which should be able to flow from one direction to the other downhill through piped systems that cross under roads, through culverts. But if these are not maintained and blocked, then that exacerbates the problem, and it puts not only your infrastructure at risk, but also the lives of people. And so simply put, had some what we call preventive maintenance being done, then certainly we would not have the instance of the M1 being turned into the tributary of the Vaal River or something like that. Those things are manageable.
Although both the Transport Committee and the experts say that they do not foresee the closure of the bridge again, let's remind you that during the 2-year rehabilitation process, traffic was a nightmare, crime escalated in the CBD, and businesses lacked confidence in the area. We'll be sure to bring you updates on this story as it happens.
Hi, I'm Jen Sue, and you're watching Joburg Today.